Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for clicking on any of my videos. I really do appreciate your time. Today I've got a video that's all wonkadoo because there's a whole bunch of indecisive things that happened this week, and I don't have any finished projects to show you, but I've been super busy this week, so maybe I do have one finished project. I'll go ahead and throw that in here first because it was kind of really exciting to me to have something completed to share with you. I just finished it last night. That's why I kind of maybe forgot about it for a minute, and it's not completely done because it's going to take one more step, and I'm not sure quite what that step is going to be. But I told you all that I bought a new drink cup, and that when you were sending in my square squad, when you were all sending in your squares, some of you included stickers as well. And so I had this bright idea to put my new crochet stickers on my new drink cup and make a one-of-a-kind drink cup based on crochet stuff. So here's what I've come up with. I don't know that these bees are going to stay KK. They're a little bit lighter in material than the rest of these guys. These are pretty sturdy stickers here, but I still want to put some sort of shellac or something over it to protect the stickers when it's, you know, a waterproof. I need them to be waterproof, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know what product to put on here. So if you are a crafter of other things besides crochet, please let me know what you would put on the cup to protect the stickers here. I did go to, I think I was at Michael's, and I started looking there, and I just don't know enough about it to make a decision. So some of them, like here, this was a duplicate sticker and to this one, and I wanted to fit as much as I could on there, so I went ahead and cut the words out and put that. What else? Some of these little flowers here, these are from the bees on K&K Crochet stickers that they sent to me. There were a couple of duplicates. So again, this one was a duplicate, so I used that one. And then I think I messed up and didn't get the other duplicate on here at all. Let me look on my little pile here. Yeah, so the ones that I did not get put onto the cup, God, I love it so much. I can't wait to start using it and actually like have it stay. I want the stickers to stay forever and ever. The ones that I did not get to use, I tried to put, oh, I did. Hold on. This is the one that I was going to say I didn't get to use, but I did do something. What did I do? Where is it? Where did it go? I know I put it on here. Oh, it's right here. I crochet. It says so I don't unravel. And I started to lay them all out and put them where I wanted to put them with a little Scotch tape. And I would move them around and see what I could fit. And then I got to this part and realized I didn't get one of these. There were two of them. So I just cut the I crochet part out and added it to the cup so that it would be representing. But the ones that I have left over that I can put to something else, again, is this one. And then the little cup of crochet hooks. And then this little cutie patootie with a bird on there. And then this one's a little bit wordy, so I didn't want to necessarily put it on there. I can put this someplace else, but I think it's so funny. I do speak a second language most of the time. Here's the leftover of this guy where I cut the words out. Nope, that was the other guy. That was this one, Crochet All Day, and I took off those words. So just a couple of those, and then my beautiful sheep stickers. I felt those were very, very light and not really sturdy, so I can put them on one of these other items. And then my two sticker pages from KK Crochet. Okay, so those were what I had left over from that. So I was really, really excited. That's my one finished piece. If that's all you come to see a finished project, then I'm done there. But a whole bunch of the rest of the indecisiveness. So from the thumbnail, you saw that I received my big twist yarn in the mail. I bought this off of eBay, so I'm super excited about that. It does stink a little bit like storage, so I'm going to have to work on that to get the smell out of there before I use it in something. The other part about the thumbnail was showing you that I bought some more yarn at Dollar Tree. If any of you have seen my channel at all, you know that you may know that I went through, I'm digging here in something else, hold on. I went through a period a couple of years ago when I first realized that Dollar Tree sold yarn. And we're talking about like when it was still $1, not the $1.25 upgrade. And so I had found a whole bunch of just yarn, and I have a handful of Dollar Trees in my vicinity. So I kind of lost my mind and went to all of them and bought a whole bunch of yarn. And so for years, I have been trying to get through this yarn. So I wanted to make this sweater, not this color, this was just one that I had sitting here handy. So I've got all these pastels, and then I had a whole bunch of dark, warmer, like fall colors, like a burgundy and a mustard color and a blue and a rust color. And you guys have seen a couple of those yarns worked up into something. I did some willow squares, and I made actually a couple of blankets with the willow squares. You guys have seen those. Anyway, okay. So I wanted to make this sweater, and I was trying to decide what colors to, I don't have enough of one color. It's a 2-color sweater. I'll show it to you when I'm done because it's still in the process, but there are 2 colors in the sweater, and I had a handful of colors and thought I would mix and match them and make it all work, and then decided not to do that. Decided just to run out to the store and get some white to put with one of the colors. And if you haven't seen in a little while, it's different. So this is what I bought a couple of years ago, and there are 60 grams and 131 yards in there. This, and it was $1. This is what I bought the other day. It's $1.25 now, and there are only 109 yards for a 50-gram ball. So they made it a little bit smaller and increased the price, and it is not the same. Maybe it looks the same as this one, so I won't show it to you and sound like a liar, but where I was putting this into my sweater, it was a lot thicker than the previous yarn I was using. So I didn't feel like it went together very well at all, and I frogged that out. So now I have 14 skeins of this and no project in mind. I'll use it for something, you know, we never run out of needs for a white yarn, right? So we'll just put that on the back burner and use it some other time. I did work on my yarn wall, so let me here, I'll insert that here and show you that. So occasionally I have to go through here and straighten out my yarn wall. I need to make space for some new purchases. I bought this set of 3 last week. So these are called Intermission. These are by Leading Men Fiber Arts, and they are a half a skein of fingering weight. So those I used to have them laying flat like this so that you can see the entire thing, and to put them this way helps me save some space. So I've done that. You've seen those colors before. Those are some great different colors all over the place. And then these 2 are also new from last week, as is this gray one here. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in there. Yep. And then we've got the blue one that's new here. And then this one is new as well. So I wanted to make up some space to, put those new ones in there, as well as it was really a week of indecisiveness. I took the spaces that you see down here and I caked those up to use them in a project, and then did not work on that project. So current wall standings. So part of the rearranging of the wall was to, number one, make room for the new yarns that I purchased. You know, Mom used to say that at Christmas time or springtime or whatever, like you can't have new toys until you clear out some of your old ones. So that's what I was trying to do, was clear out some of my old yarns so that I could have room for the new yarns. Well, with that came a whole lot of indecision. So I did, if you're, familiar with my wall, you would have known that I, no longer have these hanging. These are Malbrigo Rios. And I want to show, it's called Winter Green. See, I always say winter. It's water green. Water, not winter, water. So I've got 3 of these. I thought maybe I'd work that up into something and then change my mind. So there was that one. And then I thought for the sweater that I mentioned, ooh, I'm going to use this. So here's 2 skeins of this beautiful red color. I think it's, I'll get the name in a minute. And then this colorway to go that I had to go with it. This is my Leading Men Fiber Arts yarn, and I purchased these at, I want to say I bought all of it at Seven Sisters, because, so this is called Love Me Tender. It's worsted weight, as is the winter green. Water green. See, I'm still doing it. Water green, and it's worsted weight. And each of those has, let me go back to that real cost. Each of those has approximately 210 yards. So, you know, just over 600 yards. I figured I could do something. Didn't come up to anything. So then these guys are 218 yards. So I think I bought these 2 a long time ago, and then this one recently because they still had it. So caked them up. Still not sure what I'm going to do with them. So put that to the side. There was a whole lot of this indecisiveness, I am telling you. And then, if you remember, I had a set of minis. This was called All the Way to the Bank, a gradient. It is, this is superwash merino, 75 and 25% nylon. And there were a total of 552 yards in 20-gram hanks. And what did I do? I caked it all up together, and then I'm not doing anything with it. It's really, really pretty. The color change is very subtle. So some of them I was like, didn't I just do that one? But it's really, really pretty. And it's, if you've ever used Leading Men Fiber Arts yarn, or if you've seen me ever talk about it, you know that I love this yarn. So I can't wait to come up with something. But when I see in my head a couple of pictures online about these gradient shawls, they're full size. And so I kind of just get a little freaked out about using, I mean, I know I've done it before. You guys have seen a million of my projects where I use, you know, like 1 skein of fingering weight to make a project. But in this case, I want to find the right one. It's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. So that was the start of an idea that did not come to fruition. Like, this week was totally like that for me. Next thing that I tried to work on, you guys may or may not have seen this yarn before. This is from Knit Picks. I mean, you may or may not have seen that I purchased this before. It's from Knit Picks. It's called Twill. It's worsted weight, as you can see here. And there are 149 yards. The color is called Oatmeal, and it's 100% superwash merino. Whoops. And so I bought this way back when I was buying the Bear yarn to dye with my drink mixes, my Kool-Aid mixes and stuff. And so I thought somewhere along the lines, well, maybe I'll start with kind of this brownish oatmeal color and see what happens when I do the dyeing. And I decided not to ever do that. I just wanted to keep it for the color that it is, because it is beautiful yarn. I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to damage it at all, you know. And I had enough fun with my Kool-Aid stuff, so I didn't need to keep going. But I've tried to work this up a couple of times, and I'm just not, I get to going with it, and I'm just not feeling it. It's got to be the right pattern. So what I decided to try this time was, I'm going to jump back on that horse and try again to work with Tunisian crochet. So here is, I had this one out to work with it. Oh, upside down. This one is my K 6.5 millimeter hook. And so it comes with the cables that you screw onto the end like this. And then you put a little blocker on the end so that your work doesn't fall off the edge. And this is the biggest hook. Whoops, this way. This is the biggest hook that my set comes in. And I was watching a tutorial again about using Tunisian hooks, and it said, you know, how you should really go up a size. So I wanted to go up a size. I wanted to use the biggest hook possible. Something I was watching a tutorial, and she was using a 9. So then I was all thrown off because it wasn't going to be the same. But anyway, so I did start trying to work that up again, and I'll insert the picture here. I don't know how, but my edge started to go wonky. I was sure I was inserting it in the right place. I was counting every single row on both the forward pass and the back pass, but I have yet to be successful at Tunisian crochet. So that is still on the back burner as well. So let me go over my list of things that we talk to you about. Okay. Oh, I didn't share all of my yarn hauls with you. I saw on Facebook, and I don't know how I missed it a few weeks ago, but Seven Sisters is moving their shop, and I'm super excited for them because it's a shop that's in a more they're going to be seen. They're on a busy street now. I mean, right now they're kind of tucked away on a side street. Now, if you are driving by and see them, then you're lucky, kind of thing. But so now they're going to be on a really big street and down on Lindbergh, and so I am super excited for them on all the additional traffic that they should be receiving from being in this much more viewable spot. I don't know, what's my word when you're in a good location. Location. So anyway, so I wanted to go by Seven Sisters and do one more last hurrah in the old store, you know. So as you may have seen, I've had this Rios, Malibu Rios, and the colorway is Arco Iris, and I've had it for some time. And then I later bought this one and thought maybe it would go with it, and got it home side by side and realized I just really don't like it together. So this will still be something by itself. But as I visited Seven Sisters, I went ahead and bought two more. They did have this, and I didn't want to start with something brand new. I asked them, I asked what their very newest yarn was, and it was this Beetlejuice. And you know I love my Leading Man Fiber Arts, but this color did not speak to me at all. So I did not buy any of that. Instead, I bought another couple of buddies for my Malabrigo Rios, and we'll see what I can make with these. These are 210 yards. So I know something nice will come of that. You know, take a couple pictures. Maybe you guys haven't seen me showing the store, you know, previously. So here, I'll save that footage for a little before and after when they do reopen in the new place, which is only going to be on Tuesday. They're closed on Sunday and Monday normally. So they closed a little bit early on Saturday, and then they're going to move, you know, Sunday and Monday, and then be open in their store on Tuesday. So yay for them. I'm super excited to go and check out the new location and see how much more business they get from being in that just a busier spot, you know. And then so tonight we've got, you know, it's getting closer to Halloween, and everybody's been having trunk or treats or little trick or treat type of activities during the day and stuff, you know, for all the littles, because they can't really go out in the night, you know. Anyway, so we've got a trunk or treat for my church coming up tonight. I have not laid out my decorations for my trunk yet. They're all just still in the bag, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm a last minute thought process on this for sure. And then my mug, I got that. Okay, so the last thing I guess I'll share with you is the indecisiveness that I had putting the squares together for my blanket. Our blankets. It is multiple. You guys blew me out of the water. And for that, you've kind of made my job a little bit more difficult. I didn't know what kind of a response that I would get from you guys, and didn't think that putting a blanket together from your mismatched size squares would really be that much of a challenge, you know. But you blew me out of the water. You've sent in 174 squares. Let me see. How many people did I count? 18 people sent in 174 squares. So I have quite a job ahead of me. And so let me insert a picture right here. So this is just kind of a first. I'm not even going to say a first, because this has been out for, you know, 4 or 5 days now. And every time I walk by, I think I'm going to change it up a little bit, and I move stuff around, and how is this going to fit? Oh, let me put that there instead. And so my indecisiveness on the blanket is whether I was going to put everything just square next to square all the way and fit how I was going to fit it. I really don't want to have to add edges to anybody to make them fit with anybody else. I thought maybe I'll go in strips. Maybe I'll work on this strip and put them all together, and then maybe have like 5 strips to put together at the end. Like, take smaller baby bites out of it. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be quite the challenge. And I don't know that, that it's going to stay the same as it is laying out, you know. As I start working on it, I may make slight changes as I go. So, this week, we won't have my granddaughter this week because her mom is still off of work from having had Michael. So I have one more week of this space where my squares are spread out on the floor here, and then I'm going to have to do something when she comes back over. So I'm feeling the pressure of getting them finished quickly for that reason. Normally when I lay my squares out, I have all the time in the world to deal with it because they're on the pool table downstairs in the basement where nobody is, we're not using the pool table right now. But now they're on the floor because I had so many and I didn't know what I was going to do with them. So this is going to be quite the challenge. I look forward to it. I feel challenged by it, but yeah, so I got to do something about that in the next couple days. So all right, I think that was everything on my list. All right, guys, that's what I've got to share with you today. Again, please, if you know what kind of a shellac, a spray, a brush on, something I can do to make these stickers, waterproof and last longer, I would really appreciate you commenting down below. Thank you so much for your time. I do really appreciate when you come to see me. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and I hope you will come back and see me again. Thank you. Bye-bye.